Talking to Coach Bray. Coach Bray, second year at South Pontotoc. Just got done with practice. Hot day, not as hot as it has been. How's the first week look for you?
Went real well. We've got a lot of returning players, and it's been a lot of carryover from last fall, and of course from this spring. And been real pleased with the carryover.
All right, Coach. Let's talk about graduation from last year and how that sort of affects the team going into this season.
Uh, for a change, it doesn't affect us very much at all because we got so many kids returning. We were primarily a 9th, 10th grade team last year. And had a couple seniors, Blake Panel, and a couple more that did a good job for us, but most of the team's intact. So we're looking forward to this year.
All right. So far, I know first week of practice. What are some of the kids that sort of stood out for you here in this first week, or some of the impressions you've gotten here off the first week of practice?
Our receivers. We got several receivers that did a good job for us. They've really stood out. There's been a lot of carryover from last year and then 7-on-7 this summer. It's been probably the biggest thing that sticks out because we got so many that can play. And then, of course, Wesley Barfield, our quarterback, has really stepped up for us big time. And a couple defensive players, Joseph Wigington has really stepped up. And, of course, Ty Priest, who was one of our top players returning from defense last year.
All right, now just the outlook on the season. I know we touched on it a little bit outside, talking about some of the teams in the region and stuff like that. What is your outlook on the season so far, and how things you feel like could shape up midway through the season?
We feel like we're going to be real competitive this year, whereas last year we didn't think we had a chance to even going in a lot of time. But this year I think the kids think a lot different. Our division's not near as tough as what it was. Plus, the kids realize we're better than what we were. Feel like we got a shot at making the playoffs.
All right, defensively, how's things looking? I know, of course, once again, first week of practice, not really a lot of time to sort of evaluate for the season, but the season's quickly approaching on us. What's the outlook defensively right now?
Defensively, we think we're going to be a good bit better. We spent a lot of time this spring working on defense. The kids are a year older than what they were. There again, we played a lot of 9th and 10th graders last year. Just that alone, that year of maturity has made a lot of difference, we say.
All right, and offensively, anything different from last year or your outlook on it so far?
Feel like we're going to do pretty good offensively. Of course, we got 9 returning starters plus a lot of other kids that played a lot of football. So experience-wise alone, we think we're going to be better because of that.
All right, special teams. I know that's a very important part of football that your general fan seems to overlook, but a lot of times that's what win or loses your ball games.
And there again, we've got a lot of kids that's been there already. Experience is a big plus for us going into this season, and look real well. Especially our kicker, Dylan Sims, has gotten a lot bigger and stronger and done a good job for us.
All right. Now, of course, you touched on him a little while ago. Wesley Barfield Jr. Going to be back starting under quarterback. Sort of threw him to the lines last year. Learn as you go there. Talk about Wesley and how the summer has worked out for him.
He's had a real good summer. Went to some camps, did real well at those camps. 7-on-7 did a great job for us. And of course, the big thing Wesley brings to the table is he's such a leader. You can count on him. Whatever you tell him to do is going to happen. He's going to do it the best he can, and the kids look up to him. And he's a great kid to have to lead the offense.
Of course, Coach, you're in that region with Aberdeen this year. Of course, that's the one sort of everybody's looking at as the team to beat out of that region. Sort of break down your region and how you feel it's going to break down outside South Pontotoc football.
Of course, Aberdeen is going to be the top team, there's no doubt. But after that, there's not a whole lot of difference between Wynona, Water Valley, of course us, Moorville, Nettleton. There's not a whole lot of difference, so we're looking forward to it.
All right, Coach, you got Meet the Cougars on August the 14th. Sort of give you a chance now to invite everybody out to that, give a few details on what time it starts, some of the activities going on.
Going to start the introductions at 6 or 6:30. Going to have a chicken supper before this. If any parents or anybody wants to come and eat, of course, they'll call ahead of time. We'll have tickets they can get for that. And then we're going to introduce all the players that play football here, grades 7 through 12, and cheerleaders. And won't be any scrimmage or anything like that. We're going to let parents come take pictures or anything like that they want to do, though.
All right. And then 21st, start the season with East Webster. Not too far. Is it here or away?
It's away.
So not too far of a drive for you. Talk about just the mindset and breaking down and getting ready for the season opener.
Kids are looking forward to it. It's a different team. I'm real familiar with them. Of course, they're not. But it's going to be a good rival game for us, we think. I've talked with Coach Carden at East Webster, and I think both of us are looking forward to getting this series going between us.
All right, Coach, anything else you want to add? Maybe just sort of encourage fans to come out this season and say same guys, new attitude.
Exactly. If they come out and see, they're going to see a different team than they saw last year. And hope everybody comes out.